Okay, we're looking at homework problems. The first one is this first problem here on the screen, at the top of the screen, exercise 8A, question 8. A picture frame, which is 5 centimetres wide, so the 5 centimetres is this blue bit there, has a length that is twice the width. So the length is 2x, the width is x. Find an expression for the total area of the frame and the picture. So basically the whole thing. So the frame and the picture would be what? The outside rectangle, what's that? Outside rectangle area is what? 2x times x, which is 2x squared. That's part A. And part B is to find, in expanded form, the area of the picture. So that will be the outer rectangle minus the inner rectangle. So let's just look at the area of the picture first. But before we do that, girls, you need to draw a picture of the whole thing. I would draw it. And if the whole lot across here is 2x, and these bits here are 5, can you see what I'm doing? So I'm drawing the picture again. If all of that's 2x and those two bits there are 5, yeah, it's 2x minus 5, which is 2x minus 10 for that length of the inner rectangle. Same thing this way. See, girls, a lot of people might put 2x minus 5 instead of 2x minus 10 because they're not looking at it visually, they're not drawing it. So I go, all of that's 2x, I have to take away these two 5s to get that bit there. So if that was 30, for example, and that was 5 and 5, it would be 30 minus 5 minus 5. But instead of 30, it's 2x. So I say to myself, how would I do this if they were just numbers and not algebra, if there were no pronumerals? I would do this length, let's say 30 minus 5 minus 5, so it would be that minus those two. So I just do the same. 2x minus 5 minus 5 is 2x minus 10. What about the other dimension? If this is, if this is x, then we've got to take away 5 twice. So the other dimension is x minus 10. And I've written that badly. I probably should have written it sideways. So the area of the picture is 2x minus 10 times x minus 10. I know I'm off the screen. Do we get that idea? So I'm going to move this up now. I need the area of the picture in expanded form. So this length here is x minus 10. I should write it sideways, x minus 10. Okay, so let's expand. That's just the area, that area in there. So what have we got? Let's 2x squared minus 20x minus 10x plus, no, what's 10 times 10? Yeah, be careful. Plus 100. So the area of the picture, that's that inside bit, is 2x squared minus 30x plus 100 is the area of the picture. So the question is to find the area of the picture. How would you do the area of the frame if I asked you? You would subtract to find the area of the frame. Let's do that. Why don't we do that? Are we okay? So the area of the picture, isn't that the inside bit? So if I asked you to do the area of the frame, it would be 2x squared minus all of the picture. So I put the picture into the brackets. Minus all of the area of the picture. Where? Here? Oh, because it's 2x times x, 2x times minus 10, minus 10 times x, minus 10 times minus 10. You just do the first one here by each of those two in the second bracket. That's how I do it. And that ends up being FOIL. The first one here, doesn't it make sense that the 2x has to be multiplied with those two over there, and the minus 10 needs to be multiplied by those two. That's how you do it. Take the first one, 2x times x, then it's 2x times minus 10. So we're being systematic. The first one, the first number here, 2x, times each number in the second bracket, then the negative 10 times each number in the second bracket. That ends up being FOIL. You don't have to think first, outside, inside, last. It's just like if you were counting. If I'm counting the people in this class, I don't, stop counting halfway through and go to the other side. You're systematic. You do it in some sort of order, okay? So the first one times each of the numbers in the second bracket, then the second one here times each of the numbers in the second bracket. Do we get the area of the frame is going to be 2x squared. How do I expand this bracket? Minus 2x squared plus 30x. So it's minus that, and minus that. What's minus plus 100? Minus 100. So what's the answer? What's 2x squared minus 2x squared? 0. So you've got 30 plus 30x, which is just 30x, minus 100. So that's the area of the framed bit, the shaded bit around here. That's the frame. Okay? So you might be asked the area of the frame in something like this. Is 0. No, it's 0x squared. It's like, what's 2x minus 2x? 0. Anything take away itself is 0. Something take away exactly the same thing is 0. All right. Question 10, just drawing the diagram, same as before. If that's 10, this distance here is 10 minus x, which is 10 minus 2x. If this is 15, the distance there of the pool, the length, is 15 minus x, which is 15 minus 2x. Area of the pool would be these two dimensions multiplied by each other, multiplying out. 15 times 10 is 150. 15 times minus 2x is minus 30x. Minus 2x times 10 is minus 20x. And minus 2x times minus 2x is plus 4x squared. How do we simplify that? 150 what? Minus 50x plus 4x squared. Part 2 of the question says if x is 2. I mean, you can just go back there and work out your measurements. That would be very easy if x is 2. Or you can substitute it in here. We're going to do it both ways. If x is 2, the area is 150 minus, replacing the x's with a 2, minus 50 times 2 plus 4 bracket 2 squared. Girls, I need you to listen for a sec. See how I've got 50x, that's 50 times 2. I can go 50 times 2 or 50 bracket 2 if I want. Same thing. Brackets in algebra mean multiply. So I can go 50 bracket 2 or 50 times 2. Same thing. So it's 150 minus 100 plus 4 times what? 4 is 16. That's 50 plus 16, 66. Now, units, something squared. Meters squared, of course, because it's a pool. Now, the other way of doing it, if you know that x is 2, is just to say, well, if all of that's 15, what would that have been? Or, no, 15 minus 4. 15 minus 2, it would have been 11 times 10 minus 2 minus 2, 11 times 6. Do you see that? Because that is 15 minus 2 minus 2, and that bit was 10 minus 2 minus 2. If you go back into the dimensions and substitute, do you get the idea? Or even in here if you substitute. If x is 2, that's 10, that would be 6. All right, look, the biggest mistake that people make with these problems is they forget to take away the x twice. Or in the above one, they forget to take away the 5 twice, which is why you draw a diagram, which is why you go like this with your pen and make it visual and physical. And you actually look at that and you say, no, I have to take those 2 away. Now, if you just look at the problem, you're probably not going to, you may do it, you may not do it. But if you draw it and physically do these measurements with your hand, you should not miss it. I still do it after all these years.